All right, as we come into this game 5, as we are waiting for a cameraman to pop up a stream for us, as we do have a couple bands coming in hot, with some usual picks, the usual bands of Karon, Kali, uh, um, Maman,
Yeah, Matt.
Maman, right? Or I was sorry, I was commenting on the first two picks, guys. Okay, all right. Do you see Ganesh? Is this the first time Ganesh has been played this match here for this thing? Sorry, we do have a Tiamat and Thor. I will say that kind of respect ban of Thor, as Thor probably should have been banned earlier, but he is out of play for this game as we do have Ganesh coming in. Do you have any thoughts, Emmy, on these picks and bans so far?
Yeah, I think both teams are just taking away their comfort picks at this point. Yusko's Adam has looked very decent on the Charon. Um, Kali is always a permaban against Yeet's jungle buff. And the Tiamat looked really good in the last game, so it makes sense for Nameless to ban all three. Same goes for the bans from SPGamers here. Thor really strong as Skinder. Coco Khan always very difficult to deal with, and Maman Bridget, uh, that's a character most people don't like dealing with.
I am right there with you. Anytime I see a Maman, I'm just sad, as it just feels like even if you're like 3 levels down in fighting, Maman just has a way of just snaking a kill out. As we do see a Hachiman picked up over here on KS side, Hachi and Achilles, just Hachi being such a strong pick right now in the meta. Um, and Achilles doing so much for Draconics that last game. If it ain't broke, why try to fix it, right?
Exactly. Achilles, I think it's a comfort pick for Draconics here, and Hachi, Jerby has looked good on it when he's played it, so it makes sense for them to go back on these picks as we see a Raijin pick. Raijin and Osiris. We have not seen Raijin in a hot while after his nerfs, but Osiris, pretty standard, I would say.
Definitely so. Definitely so. I maybe would have wanted seen the Hoi pickup here, as it's probably going to get banned in these next set of bans if they were willing to play it to counter this Hachiman. But Osiris definitely a strong pickup. Raijin definitely has a place of being if in meta just way too strong. As we go to I'm Timmy, looking at this last pick before we have more bans.
Yeah, they have a bunch of picks they can go for. It probably will be a support pick. They normally pick the support top three, but it can also be a jungle pick. Just give Yeet jungle buff a good pick, and we see the Capri being picked up here as predicted.
All right, the run back of the Kepri. I cannot wait to see more self alts and just forgetting that it revives people. But I mean, I need to be nicer, as we do see the on her get banned away. Um, just trying to reduce these counter and Agni, as we're just reducing some of these picks, and here goes the Hoagie.
Yeah, it just seems like both teams are just not wanting to deal with those picks. We see Toth banned away from I'm Timmy. Meanwhile, Kairos loses the whole year pick. They both lose their comfort picks, so they now have to play something they're less comfortable on and something that they're less used to. In a game 5 that could make a world of difference.
Definitely so. Definitely so. Do you see an Eek shell coming in over here for chaos? Um, wondering, um, is Eekshell like really in meta right now? I'm not totally sure on this.
I'm not sure if Ixchel is a meta pick. I've actually seen very less Ixchel being played. This will definitely be interesting to see. It did get picked up in the last game of the set, so they must feel pretty comfortable playing it. Meanwhile, we see Nameless pick up Ao Kwang jungle, I assume. Uh,
That's
yeah,
definitely support.
interesting
That's
pick
definitely
as
Ao Kwang
well.
support. It's gonna be Ganesh jungle. I'm calling it now. You know. All right, and we do see the Shibalanke, a very staple, very long time, very classic pick of X-Ball coming in. You know, those that global presence, just being able to just remove vision from an already invis Ao Kwang is just going to be chef kiss. Maybe we'll see a Vulcan. Doubt it, as we see Mercury coming in. Coming in to kind of fill in this last pick. How do you feel about these teams there?
I think SPGamers got the picks they wanted. We've seen them play these picks before. It's not anything different. Um, we've seen them perform well on this. So let's see if they can keep doing that in Game 5 and close the set out. Meanwhile, on the side of Nameless, I don't know if I've seen them play Okwang or Osiris or Raijin, so there's a few question marks there as for me. Um, but yeah, let's see. They have taken 2 games off of the enemy team and they looked good doing it. So
Yes, definitely so, definitely so. And as we're about to go into this game 5, we're gonna cut to a quick break as we wait for everyone to load in. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. Hopefully Smite gives us that. And yeah, we'll see you in the arena. Welcome back to this game 5 of Heaven's Gauntlet, being presented here at Amaterasu Presence. As we see everyone just kind of lining up, waiting for the start of this last game. Wait, did they hit pause? They trolling me. All right. Anyways, probably do have someone with a bit of a connection problem. Probably fixing that here. We're maybe going to switch back to a break if we're paused here for someone to
we can just look at
reconnect.
Capri mid jump.
Dude, beautiful. That's just
The superior Capri skin is the lobster one. This one is a cheap imitation.
this is very fair. I mean, it does have a lot of like music that it plays with it, but Hi-Rez did elect to give us a button to just mute it, you know? So with turning off copyrighted music, and just music in general, you just don't hear it, you know, emoting around the map. Just looks like he's doing a weird dance, you know? We do get a very in-depth look. Any unusual pickups, item-wise, you see for the starts, as we do have time to kind of comment on everything?
I think the only difference we really see that's a bit different is the Capri with the starter when everyone's been going a wolf flag. Um, yeah, we've not seen that item in forever. The benevolence in forever in support when everyone's been favoring the wolf flag for more aggressive starts. I think that will be interesting to see how that pans out. But other than that, it's pretty standard from everyone all around. Um,
I, I,
Mercury going crit first, that's disgusting. I hate
I,
it.
de- I definitely agree. And And I will say, probably much to the delight of our cameraman, this Kepri is picking up a sprint this game as opposed to the normal shell. Probably still not the horrific that you had hoped to see, but definitely and definitely not the usual relic pickup.
Yeah, I think it's more to counter the Ganesh ult. It slows you down a lot, and with sprint, you can just kind of run away without it being too much of an issue. I think that's why the sprint is being picked up. At least that's why we pick it up on my team. But
Yay, we are back in action as unpaused, and we are going into this game with the starts. You see just normal starts all around. No crazy invades. High res made sure to put the end of that.
you never know. Kepler might come in and steal the buffs. Oh no, they managed to clear it in time.
Definitely so, definitely so. I can see what you're saying, Kenster. Reading a comment from the stream. Any of you who don't know we're streaming, how are you watching? But that yes, the sprint probably is very helpful for the Ix shell. Pick up as you do just see normal fighting, and the Ganesh, X ball just kind of pushing out, this first game, the first lane pressure. So we do see an Ao Kwang sneaking up. Maybe not.
Just menacingly walk over to left and then just turn around right to mid.
You would think, yeah. There's just, what exactly is going on here? As we do see again, just like duos pushing them out. A lot of poke going on in solo lane. As that doesn't surprise us, they like to slap each other and try to.
Yeah, it's an Osiris Achilles lane. There will be a lot of just low health boss for the first 5 minutes of the game, I believe. But this duo lane, I do find it interesting. Nameless have picked a really high pressure duo lane here, and that pressure is really valuable now. It gives you a huge lead if you can control those buffs and make sure you're on those timers. And they just took the first ones, and if they can keep doing it, SPGamers duo lane will fall behind very fast.
SPGamers, yes, definitely so. We do see just kind of Ao Kwang looking to see if maybe he could do something. Not really. Electing to back to go and I'm guessing pick up another tier item. Actually, no, just back to restart, and pick up this first mask. We do see both sides picking up their masks and looking like they're getting ready for blue buffs to spawn.
Tender is already on site. Meanwhile, the jungle buff a bit late on walking over there, taking the scenic route.
As much of a scenic route as he is taking, he is getting that XP. He has gotten a slight XP advantage as he is still a level above and is looking for that ult to just try his best to keep this Ao Kwang from hitting 5.
Yeah, and this is what I mean by lane pressure gives you so much. Osiris is still level 4, meanwhile Draconic's level 5 on the Achilles. That puts so much pressure on you that you can't really get away from. Hitting level 5 is a huge power spike. We see both fighting and dueling, just clearing out the buffs, while SPGamers pick up the meteorite, I guess? Oh no, they did not get it. That's a feels bad.
Didn't get it, but they did burn the X-ball ult. And now Kwong is now looking. It'll be interesting to see if he's going to be able to do anything here, as they are not very low at the moment.
Yeah, SPGamers are just at their tower line. Not really a position that's easy to gank or easy to pry people away from, especially if they know that material coming in.
Does come in. Will he be able to do anything with it? Will anything be able to be done? And there is an execute done. Will Skinner on this Ao Kuang be able to pick up a second pick?
Oh no!
Just shy as he does die. As he does die, losing too much health to that tower. As it does seem to be a 2-for-1, as they are looking for the second kill. Will the Mercury be able to stop the back? He does get the backstop. Will he be able to do anything with it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's just making sure the Ganesh doesn't back. Just making life difficult for him. But that was very good from SPGamers. Jarvie just kind of went in and cleaned up the kills left behind, while Kinder may be a little too ambitious going in on the Mercury. That was just around the tower line. Again, the tower at this point in the game very helpful to keep people out and to stop the dives from happening. And just
Yes.
Darby got free reign to get the kills on Kairos and Skinder there. Unfortunate, I would say. They started out the fight so well, and it fell apart at the end.
Yes, definitely so. As you know, these dirty fights are kind of what you want to see, you know, as just a casual watcher, but probably not the best thing for a finals matchup, as you would maybe hope to see more. Oh, Mercury is looking. Do see just kind of a support slap fight. You know, always respect it when, you know, autos get thrown, fists and tufts, you know, claws. As we do see in mid, there's a fight brewing. Will there be another kill from either side?
Kwong might be in a bit of trouble. No, it just ends up with a few odds being used. And everyone's just walking away.
Ao Kuang is looking for this kill. He does want it. I can feel the bloodlust. You know, definitely just, you know, he's thinking about, you know, all right, how many tower shots would I take if I were to dive into here? You know, would I be able to grab? Do they have beads up?
They do have beads up.
They do have beads up, so it probably is smart for him to not have dived in there. Beads, yeah. Do you see just, oh my word, this Achilles looking like he's gonna be brewing in another just, you know, really strong matchup of just, you know, a domination. And we do see this Mercury looking to opt to try to, you know, fight and kill, and he does find the kill. He is looking to collect some more damage on this Ganesh. Now as he goes to secure that shield buff, Capri is in the jungle, just kind of hanging out, raving away. We do see in mid is Ao Kuang just showing his face. Not really sure if he's going to be able to do anything to this Eek Shell, as Eek Shell does have ult and beads up.
So this dual lane Fallout, right? Now Kairos is a level behind, Jeremy is a few hundred gold up, Capri, despite dying early, it's that fallout from that first fight where Nameless kind of had a messy fight and got down 2 kills to Jarby, that they're now able to put that pressure on onto the X-Ball. X-Ball, normally a character who wouldn't have a lot of trouble in the lane against a Hachiman, because you cannot clear him so fast. And you know, like I said, secure those side buffs as we see another gank on Kairos. Oh my god. Oh, that's
As we do see 2 ults for kill. Will this is Ao Kwang just able to walk up and kill, not even having to use his execute. And you know, very unfortunate for Keros here, as he does fall, but and using his ult. Will we see another kill here in solo? Possibly. I think he's just looking to damage him down. I don't know if he's even looking to. He was waiting for that ult to.
Osiris played that very smartly, keeping that ult till the last second. Meanwhile, Nameless is here trying to clean this up. Ixchel no mana, Achilles ults out, but oh no, Oswan catches him off.
Will the Ao Kwang re-engage? Definitely not. He's electing to go for this totem. Give his team some sustain. As we do see cooldown buff does fall in favor of Nameless.
Kairos teleported over from left. I don't know if that's the best, because now Jarbe is 2 levels ahead, and Kairos is losing a wave on the tower. That's not a small wave. We see at least 5 minions grouped up there.
Definitely so, and the way he's taking, he's possibly going to lose some more. As this Hachi is able to turn around and take Meteor. Is that what it's called? Right?
Yeah.
It is able to take Meteor and take the scepter from it, giving him a bit more of a damage buff on top of his already level lead. As we do see,
Meanwhile,
some menacing.
And Ganesha. Oh.
A very unfortunate on their behalf, as I'm sure they're hoping to secure a kill, but they do force him out and do force him to lose a wave to tower.
And they're also taking the purple buff, so this might be a win for them.
Are we seeing a bit of a teleport going on here?
Oh,
not anymore. He was thinking about it. I think he was just trying to scare them back, you know, trying to remind them, hey, I might be on the other side of the map, but I'm definitely still here. So we do see the Mercury ult with the Ixchel ult, as we do see Raijin just get picked in his own tower.
So that's the power of a Mercury with 3 stacks on Rage and a Deathbringer at 12 minutes into the game. Just able to burn through these mid laners and ADCs without much difficulty, I would say. Don't know if SPGamers can contest for this. What's it called again? The
Beacon.
totem
Yeah.
or the beacon? Oh, yeah. I don't go for those, so I don't know what it's called.
It's definitely got a new use this season, as it is used now.
Very good for getting towers.
Yeah, very good for tower damage across the board. Not really sure if it's worth as much as being dedicated to it this early in the game. But they do force them back, and they probably do get to go a gold after this. You know, again, assuming SPGamers know what objectives are. And it does appear that they do, and they are going for this first gold fury.
Look, with a Mercury there, that is going to burn so quickly. And they just did it in like a minute flat. At this point in the game, like 13 minutes in, that's really, really fast. And also we see a little bit of an XP lead developing over here for SPGamers. Yeah, 2000 gold and 1800 XP diff. It looks like they're just slowly building on their lead, trying to get as much as possible.
So, trying their absolute best to, make sure to snowball a bit out of control. Forcing these fights, definitely forcing the fight not in favor for Nameless, but in favor for themselves, so that way they can come and secure more. As we do see, Nameless is looking to take that tier 1 over in duo, and they do.
Yeah, that just evens out that lane, right? Nameless lost their tier 1 first, and then they just get the SPGamers tier 1. Just give themselves a bit of gold back. And Mercury diving in, unsuccessful this time around.
Cannot hurt a dragon. That was a good effort.
Oh.
I do apologize for the outburst of laughter as he does not realize how much time and how much damage the tier 1 does, as he does try to suicide and elect to use the Capriole, but unsuccessful as it does run out right before he dies. As you do see Achilles ult go on for this attempt at Pyro, and we do see a successful execute, pulling the large buff out of the game. We do see things just do not seem to be going in the way of SPGamers for this particular fight, as they do lose mid tower and lose their support
And their jungler. That just evened out the game for Nameless. Gold wise, and I think XP wise as well.
Yeah,
it's only like, yeah, it's negligible now.
Definitely so. Definitely
and
so.
that makes for an exciting game, I would say.
Definitely, as it does bring it in, within the length of 3 normal wards, maybe a sentry, something that a lot of people don't know what those are. But we do see them now go to pull this, and we do see the Apex ball all go out, and Nameless does take the Pyro.
Something we see here is Pipe going for a breastplate on Raijin. It's probably to deal with the Mercury that's been diving in the entire game, just taking off, just 3-shotting with those basics, to get a bit of defense on and just make sure that it's not that easy for Mercury to do what they've been doing.
So, as we do see a very good Mercury ult come in, we do see a very good, oh my, just a lot going on, I apologize. Will they just not enough for the Alcon to get away?
That fight, Mercury with a really good ult, but Raijin with a better ult, I would say. That was very handsome play from the Raijin, just pushing Yid jungle buff under tower with that 3 on the drums. Unfortunately, Okwang died in that fight, and this gives SPGamers the space they need to take this gold Fury, I would say. We see the Achilles teleporting in as well, just making sure that Nameless does not step up here.
Definitely so. We do see such a back and forth game. Wondering kind of, who's going to allow this game to, who's going to really, pull ahead, pull the lead. And it is something to remember that the Achilles played such an important part last game, and is now starting to kind of be unleashed from his binds that is solo lane, and we might see more of him elsewhere on the map, causing more havoc.
definitely. And he's sticking with the build he went last game as well. Mystical Mail into Genji's into what I assume would be the stacking cloak. And he had that stacked up very quickly. I'm being told it's called Prophetics. I don't believe it. But
Yes,
we'll go with
prophetic
it.
cloak. Yes, you do see the other. You do see the other warrior does have it, but those are probably all physical stacks, as he has not really left solo lane yet to get the magical stacks to evolve that item into what it can be.
Yeah, and only 8 stacks on that cloak for Osiris. I don't know if that's necessarily good. You want that stacked out when you leave solo lane, and it just makes it harder as the game goes on. Not that it's been a very long time into the game, only 19 minutes in. Stacking cloak for Osiris not a very hard problem, I would say. Between the 1 and the 2. Oh wait, the 3, right? Oh, I play Osiris.
I don't
Ladies and
think
gentlemen.
the 3. I don't think the 3 applies damage, so I don't think it would stack.
Yeah,
but
it's
it does. It does allow. It does stun eventually, so it would possibly allow for the ability to do damage.
yeah, and we see SPGamers kind of walking up menacingly up and alt onto Gaza, who took minimal damage from it.
I don't even know if he was hit by it, honestly. That or he just has so much physical drop at this point, you know, with his build that just does not quite matter.
I believe so. Meanwhile, solo laners still doing solo lane things, just clear waves.
It does look like SPGamers is looking to grab this Pyromancer here, as you know, you don't see Nameless anywhere near in a place to contest.
Yeah,
that
and
first bomb.
And realistically, if SPGamers are feeling a bit spicy, they could have probably done Fire Giant as well. Nameless not in a position to contest it. They're starting it up.
Yeah, they're definitely looking at it. Definitely maybe not the smartest thing, as we do see a Nash, but as they are just, you know, using that Fire Giant damage to their advantage on this Ganache. If you drop it, you'll like to fight.
Yeah, and it just gives time for Nameless to set up and make sure they can't take that objective. And at the same time, SPGamers taking a bit of damage everywhere. Jarby and Yi jungle buff both very low. Meanwhile, we see Osiris just running at their Achilles, forced to ult out here.
Mercury with his ult again, possibly looking for an ult here. Probably electing not to. Just keeping it ready.
And we finally see the solo tower go down. I think Nameless just won the game with that. That's the only tower that matters, and they've now taken it.
This is very fair. It is a very important tower. You know, that tier 1 solo lane tower is very valuable, especially if you're looking to make sure that they can or can't do this Fire Giant right now. As they will have
the
further.
Fire Giant again.
I don't think they're aware. No, they're on the side of gold, looking to, you know, keep this gold here. But SPGamers is electing to keep doing this fire. They are not aware that this fire call is being made, or if they are trading it off for an Oni Fury.
Yeah. SPGamers.
You see Nameless to get the Oni Fury. Is it worth it?
Oh,
I mean,
Osiris might be in trouble here.
This Osiris does fall as he was unfortunate to try to step up, and we do see Ganesh taking the taking the beacon, making sure to apply damage across the board. But Mercury coming in
Mercury
hot.
just no fear.
I mean, he might be ominous, but he is still just an elephant. An elephant that won't
That is
forget,
very true.
but an elephant that can't really defend himself, unfortunately.
We see SPGamers just pushing their lead, just kind of just bullying Nameless out while they take towers. Might be looking for a Phoenix here as well. Mercury, meanwhile, just in mid, just pushing mid lane, making sure to pull people away from Nameless, so that, you know, the split push isn't successful. SPGamers just electing to back off, maybe to the Pyramessa on their way out.
It does
I
have a little
think
bit till
that's
it
the
spawns.
big win here for them still.
I definitely think so. That you know, grabbing another bomb, having 2 bombs, and you know, being able to, you know, just kind of maybe bomb a Phoenix down. You know, if you're able to sneak over there, or just bombing down to tier 2, definitely worth.
Has destroyed the Pyramid.
As we might see some you know, Ted Savinsky activities going on here from this Mercury. Probably not the most colorful joke I could make, but definitely one that I probably am going to get in trouble for later. As we do see that duo side tier 2 is looking very low, and that Kepri is trying his hardest to clear the buffs and the waves, hoping and praying that that his team will show up in time before he loses his massive amount of HP.
How far?
Only so.
Mercury
as
out
we do
in the
see,
elephant. Oh no.
and the elephant gets away. You know, using some ninja tactics and throwing down his smoke vanish. Being able to just
Is that a Ninja Turtle reference? I don't think they use smoke bombs.
probably more Naruto. But anyways, I understand. Maybe one day we'll get Naruto skins here in Smite. One can hope. As we do see another tower fall, the tier 2. Will the tier 2 in mid fall too? As they are looking very heavily towards it, and they do still have both bombs for those Phoenixes.
Yeah, and Raijin being looked at menacingly here. Nameless putting on a decent defense, I would say. The tower still falls, but it was decent. No one died. No relics taken out. Oh, Raijin beats down.
It's
That's
unfortunate,
still okay.
but you would rather be missing a relic than missing your 5th man.
Exactly.
Especially as we do have, looks like gold is going to be coming up here in maybe 30 seconds a minute. And let's go. We do. Do have gold spawning, but it is only a. I'm spacing. It is only, you know, a green one, so you know, definitely a good way to finish off that push with fire, as you're going to secure the gold, the Primal Fury, and then definitely start getting ready for the next Fire Giant.
And yeah, I think it's good for SPGamers because it will just make their fire giant, the how fast they can take fire will be accelerated with that Primal Fury. And they're already very fast with a Mercury and Hachiman there. This will make it harder for Nameless unless they're there on time to contest this, because if they're out of position and SPGamers start up FG, it will just be gone like in an instant before you can blink. So yeah,
Definitely so. Definitely so. Giving that crit Mercury just more as he is charging his ult. Giving him just more damage to the jungle. Probably not something that you want to just freely give away, but not something that they were able to contest. Mercury is looking for an ult, and he is ulting onto that X ball. As Ganesh does fall, now Kwong giving the assist to the X ball. Does appear to be.
Osiris might be in some trouble as well here. Mercury is just behind everyone, being a menace. Oh no, Ryzen gets caught out.
See, this might be game. As they are coming in, you know, they are only one left with a bomb. They get a pick here. This might be game. Ending this series. Game 5, as we do see, they do get the deicide onto SPGamers, as they are going to clean up this last objective and go
That
home
is the
with
Titan.
the win.
Congratulations to SPGamers. Clean game from them all around. Just from start to finish, it looked like they were in control and they never let up off the gas pedal. Nameless, for their part, had some really good moments, but I think at the end unable to compete with SPGamers. Very good play from both Jarby and Yeet Jungle Buff here, but we would be doing a disservice to everyone on SPGamers if we said they didn't do their part. They all played really well in this game 5 and the entire series and as a whole. Congratulations to them.
Definitely so. Definitely so. Do appreciate all of them coming out and playing in Heaven's Gauntlet, as they are now the victors of the lower bracket, I do believe.
Yes.
Let me pop in here for a second. SPGamers are champions of the lower division bracket of the Gauntlet. Hopefully, we can see some kind of all-star match between them and upper division. As rough as it was for brief periods there, absolutely dominant in those last two games. Jarby woke up and absolutely put on a performance. You put him on this Hachiman, and he absolutely ran these games. You can make the argument of wasn't more success taking away the Hoi or picking up the Hachiman, but either way, Jarby showing up when it matters. For this broadcast, we game goes all the way to game 5. It's a little bit late tonight, finishing at around midnight. I want to thank Atuxiu, Skinwalker, and Emmy for stepping up big time. Also Noxious Narwhal, who had to leave us a little bit earlier. This was our game 5 of the lower division. We are going to be broadcasting game 5 of our upper division next week, so please tune in for that. As always, I'm Sunrise Samurai. Thank you guys for tuning in.